The Boys in Beauty. First ever Boys in Beauty pod episode. Danny, Zak, Lucas, and Yaw!
Prior to me being out, like nobody even knew I was gay. Their introduction to me being gay was me in a beat, in heels, in everything, the whole shebang.
Brands are just so scared to work with like our community and have boys in beauty represented.
It's not as trending anymore to support pride.
Yeah, I've seen more brands prioritizing F1, the World Cup, sports. Brands, they need to branch out to other communities as well, but they can't just pick and choose depending on what's popular in the moment.
Which honestly, I think it's so strange to me. Like, the football fans are not sat there buying your mascara. Just me existing as a boy who wears makeup has such an impact on someone that they feel the need to like make a comment in the street to a complete stranger walking past.
MUA Inclusivity is at the heart of our brand ethos. Brands put a logo on their Instagram and think that's enough during Pride. And
They're not even doing that anymore.
Well, exactly.
And then I put on this concealer and I realized how it just transformed my face. I think for me, what makeup means to me is just like the way that it just makes me feel like the best version of myself.
Makeup is life. It's such a big part of me coming out that it sort of allowed me to be heard before I even opened my mouth.
Happy Pride besties! Today's episode is sponsored by MUA Academy, a brand that doesn't just celebrate Pride just in Pride Month, but Pride all year round, as you guys know. An affordable brand at the heart of the British High Street, MUA have been bringing the feel-good vibes for over 16 years. That is insane. 16 years! All of the products are 100% vegan and cruelty-free with inclusive shades at an affordable price. And you want to know what's new? These are some of their new launches at the moment. They have just launched the amazing face palettes and their newest eyeshadow palette as well for only £6.99. You can find these products at muastore.co.uk and at all Superdrug stores nationwide. Thank you so much for MUA for being our first ever sponsor on the podcast. So excited, and happy Pride everyone from me and the MUA team. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Spirit of Will. Today is a huge episode for me. The minute I started this podcast, I was like, this has been on my mind for so long. So I'm so happy it's finally happening. I have the main boys in beauty today. Welcome Danny, Zak, Lucas, and Yaw!
Hi!
The
Thanks for having
boys
us.
in beauty.
We're here.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited. We're going to get into it. But how is everyone?
Good.
Really
So
good.
glad.
Mhm.
I'm happy you're doing this.
I know.
I'm so glad you're
I've
doing
told
this.
you for so long.
Yeah.
I feel like, have
It's
I told
needed.
everyone?
At
some
We've been
point-
talking about
Yeah,
it so long.
yeah.
And no
I
one's
told
done it
you.
before.
Yeah.
Literally. So
So
yeah,
go you.
first ever Boys in Beauty pod episode.
Woo!
period, with MUA Academy. So, guys, right, let's get into it. I really want to start off with Danny and just talk about the fact that to me, you're like the OG
Right.
boy
You just call him
creator.
old.
I've been around for a while. I've been around for a while. Yeah.
Like to me, like when I first started out, I remember. Well, I first met Danny when I was working in a makeup store,
Yeah.
and I did your makeup for a beauty event.
Yes,
so
you
this is
did.
very full circle for me
Yeah.
to have you on my pod.
And I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Because you did the most incredible smoky eye on me, and I was like, I feel good. And then look at you now.
Period.
Incredible.
I want to get your opinion on like how you feel like the industry has changed for like boys in makeup.
So I feel like, firstly, it's amazing that we're doing things like this today. And I feel like when I started, I definitely felt very alone. I felt like there was just me and 5 other beauty boys in the entire UK. And we were really just trying to spread our message and advocate what we believe in. And it was tough. It was challenging. I definitely felt like I was like the box constantly being ticked. But I did feel a duty, and I wanted the boys in beauty to expand. So over the years, I've seen that there are more of us. We're growing. And there are more content creators who are showing up as themselves. We can express ourselves. So that is huge. And I'm really, really, really happy to see it. But I do believe that we have a lot of work to go still. A lot of work to do.
Well, what I love as well, like why I invited all of you guys here, is that we all have different styles of makeup. We're all men that wear makeup, but we all have different styles. And I feel like Zak, you lead the way for like the clean girl, everyday skincare aesthetic.
Very natural, yeah.
I want to like know what got you into like that era.
Well, I started wearing makeup when I was 14 years old, and I started doing all the very like glam, the cut creases, and that's just because the boys who I saw online, like the Jeffree Stars, the James Charles, like all these people, they were all doing the glam makeup, and I felt like if I was a boy who wore makeup, I also needed to do the cut creases, the lipstick, and everything. So I started doing that. But
I remember.
actually...
Inside picture here.
It was shit. It was horrible. Can I swear on here? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
stop,
fuck
say
shit,
it.
bitch.
Oh, I'm so
It
glad.
was it was horrible. Like, and I hated it. Like, no, but it wasn't horrible in the fact that like I just didn't feel confident in myself. I actually felt less confident doing all like the cut creases and like the really colorful makeup. Like, I was doing like the sunset eyes and like with the Morphe 3502
have the
palette.
picture in my mind.
And I just felt less confident. So I started to do the natural makeup. And I felt like me. And then I was just doing this, at school. And then lockdown came about. I started doing makeup online. And it's like, I always say this to Lucas, but I had literally been following him. He was one of the boys I looked at and thought, if I do makeup, I've got to do cut creases as well. And I just, I realized
I
it's
was
not
the
for
bad
me.
influences with the careers. You're
He
blaming
was a
me.
bad influence on me, and I just realized it wasn't for me. And so when lockdown came about, I started doing the natural makeup, and that's how I grew my platform, because I was using women's products, so like the girls could follow along, but then the boys who always want to do natural makeup, they could follow along.
I love that. You started 10.
Girl, I've been here forever. I came out the womb with a lash on, girl.
I want to know, right, Lucas, give me your story.
Yeah, so I got into makeup when I was literally like 12 years old. And I remember stealing my mum's like Urban Decay naked palettes back in the day, like the OGs.
Oh.
And I was following like a Nikki Tutorials.
Heat
tutorial.
palette.
Yes.
Heat.
And I thought I was eating down. Like it was a time. And I just always loved it. It was always like what I knew was for me from when I first started. And I think there's not been enough representation in the UK though. So it's always been like US. creators that we've had to look up to. So I think it's nice now that we are getting more representation in the UK. So that the UK boys have someone to look up to.
And Yao, do you want to give like your story?
Yeah, for sure. So for me, coming out and doing makeup happened at the same time. So prior to me being out, like nobody even knew I was gay. Like their introduction to me being gay was me in a beat, in heels, in everything, the whole shebang. So the two sort of happened at the same time. So makeup really helped me to come out almost. Like I
Love
didn't really
that.
need to say it. And so for me, like being in the beauty space and seeing the way that it's progressed and the way that people are now starting to embrace boys a lot more, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. It's changed a lot.
How long have you been doing makeup for?
Since I was 18. Oh, I'm giving my age now. Oh, God. Okay. Let's just say I've been doing it for many years.
Yeah.
Many years,
It's
right?
okay to talk about age.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's all
No
good.
worries.
Mama's getting old now. But I remember there were only a few. There was Danny, there was Gary, there were Jake Jamie, and like maybe Sal. There were only like 4 or 5
Eyebrow
boys.
King.
Yes.
Shout out Eyebrow
Well, I
King.
brothers.
say as well, like when we were just talking about UK representation, even though there was so few, I remember before, obviously I knew your
Yeah.
tutorials,
Oh,
like
okay,
forever,
okay.
and you really was one of the OG. Like
I appreciate
beauty
it. Thank
boys.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
you really was like when
Thank
it comes
you.
to like creativity
I
and
al-
like
always a colourful
even like your
colour.
lips as
Yeah.
well when you do the
Mhm.
crazy lip
Thank you.
paints.
Thank
like
you.
really,
I definitely feel like I switched it up because everybody was doing a lot more of the natural stuff at the time. And I said, you know, I'm gonna do neon. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Always a neon beat, something crazy to be seen. And that contrast on the dark skin, that
What
became
year
my
did you
niche.
start posting?
2017, but I want to say
Wow.
I popped off in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was still
Been a
working
while.
at NYX at the time. Yeah.
that's insane.
And so people would come in the store and they'd be like, oh,
Where were you working?
I was working at NYX in Stratford in the flagship store.
Wow.
Yeah. So people started coming in, are you that guy? I was like, I better leave here. You know what I mean? This ain't safe anymore.
Danny,
So
did you also work in a flag
I
store?
worked at MAC Cosmetics, and that's where I met Twee. Gary also worked at MAC. So yeah, like back then, like all of these brands, I fell in love with it. I was around all these amazing makeup artists, and I got to play with makeup every day. And that's when I began doing social media. Actually, when I was
Yeah.
still in store, and I'd create a look and take a photo and share it, and then I left after a while. But it's how we started, isn't
yeah,
it?
literally.
Who did you
literally.
guys like look up to like when you first started out? Who was that like person? For me, it was Patrick Star. Like that's
I
who
love
I like.
Patrick.
That's my OG role model. That I was
Mhm,
like, oh my
mhm.
god, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
Like I loved his videos so
Doing
much.
so well.
Like I want to know who you guys were like looking up to.
Patrick was one of the first guys I ever started watching, and I would watch his tutorials religiously just because the makeup technique was inspiring. And I actually come from a makeup artist background, so I was doing makeup for like celebrities and fashion week. So like I would want to learn that so I could do it on other people. It wasn't really about me and self-application and becoming a content creator because it wasn't really a thing back then. So I just looked up to those people, and then it turned into like self-application and doing tutorials online. But really, it was like being a makeup artist. But Patrick was, he's done so well.
He's done so well.
He's done so well. I'm so proud of him.
I want to know who was
I
your
think
role
in
model.
the UK, and it's now really weird that I'm like friendly with them or friends with them, but in the UK it's actually Twee. And then Soph, like at the time it was like Soph Does Life or Soph Does Nails.
Soph Does Nails.
Yeah. So I was always
Stop,
watching her,
Sophie.
but then obviously I was so invested in like the 2018 drama of like the Jeffree Stars and like all of that.
Yeah. Oh,
Drama
that
again.
was the
Over.
moment.
And we did it at my birthday dinner.
What a time.
But in the UK, it was literally Twee and Soph, yeah. And there was another one called like Steph Toms. I always used to watch
Steph
her.
Toms.
Yeah,
I love Steph.
Always used to
It's
watch
like proper
her.
OGs.
Yeah, like OGs.
Yeah.
You know, you probably don't know of him, Star Milan. There's so many stars. Do you know Star Milan?
I think I do.
Like tatted up, grills, but with like the prettiest face.
Yeah, I think I do.
I feel like I've seen him.
He's American, yeah. He was like one of the first black beauty boys to do it. And then, of course, then I started seeing Gary. And then I'd say it was me after that.
Yeah.
It was your own
That's
thing.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
I like that.
Yeah,
Do you feel like
yeah.
you're representing like a whole community?
Well, I feel like I hit a lot of boxes. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm black. I'm also dark-skinned, gay, androgynous presenting. Do you know what I mean? So I'm definitely representing for a lot of different people, I'd say.
And I feel like your content's really unique.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one who's doing it.
No
like
one
you in
else.
your
Thank
style.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Who are you
Thank
looking up
you.
to, babes?
I don't know if you guys know him. Do y'all know Jake Warden?
Yeah.
He was like an OG back
Yeah,
in the day,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he started really young as well. And I used to watch all of his videos. He was very like TikTok, Instagram. And I used to like watch all of his stuff, and I loved him. And now I think he's like for Dolce & Gabbana now, so he's killing it.
Yeah, he's doing good.
God. Would you guys ever come out of a makeup brand? Because I feel like that's such a thing now. Like influencers are coming out of makeup brands all the time.
I definitely would.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's so you.
But I wouldn't. I'm currently like having like not conversations to do it, but I've had conversations of like, okay, like if I was to do it, how would I do it? And I would love to do like a men's makeup brand. There are other men's cosmetic lines out there, but for example, if you go into Selfridges, but they're quite premium. If I was to come up with a makeup line, it would be genderless. It wouldn't just be for men or it wouldn't just be for women. But it would be approachable and affordable for everyone. It wouldn't just be a premium like men's makeup line. So yeah, I need to obviously sit down and think about it, but there is a market for that. There's not another market for like there's not a market for like another like glam makeup brand. Like if someone wants to do it, great, but like that's been done. But like an actual market for a genderless makeup line, that is so
That actually needs to
needed.
happen.
That
And
needs
I
to
loved what you
happen.
put on your story as well recently about there was like a road campaign.
Yeah.
And like there wasn't a single boy on the campaign.
Not one.
Was it
Refy
Refy?
one. Yeah. And it really, this like whole conversation came about because in the like natural beauty like community, like all of the boys love Refy. They love the
I
Refy
love
foundation.
Refy.
Yeah,
I love Refy.
I love Refy. I'm wearing
Everyone
it
loves
now.
Refy, like or it's Merit, or it's Hourglass, or it's like Westman Atelier. And Refy, they know that they have a big male audience because they can see like their comments and they can see like all of these boys like posting about them and obviously like commenting. And you'd think for a skin tint that, you know, has like 20, I think it was like 24 shades. There was not one
They couldn't find
boy.
one boy.
They couldn't even find
That's
one boy.
crazy, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
annoying.
But it's happening
It's
a lot.
2026 and it's still
I
happening.
know.
And I feel like recently we've gone back a step.
Mm.
Like I've really noticed that we've all
Yeah.
just been like all of the brands and the exposure.
Yeah.
Brands are just so scared to work with like our community
Yeah.
and have boys and beauty represented. I'm
I-
really seeing it. It's really annoying.
Yeah,
It went
but that's what I was just
and
gonna
now
say.
it's
Like
going
for a
down. Like,
minute,
it's
it felt
happening
like
right
it was really
now.
going up, and it was like all the brands was doing pride
Pride,
campaigns.
yeah.
They're not even doing
No,
everything.
they've
Yeah,
stepped
and then it's
down.
like,
They've stepped back
crickets.
I wonder
Yeah.
why.
because of geopolitical reasons.
Mm.
It's not as
Brands
trending anymore to support Pride.
No, which it frustrates me because then it's like, did you ever care even at the beginning, or was
It
it
feels
just
performative.
another?
It was
It's
performative, yeah.
performative. It
And like
is.
you come to one of my posts saying as well, like this year, like brands are prioritizing the World Cup
Mm.
over Pride Month.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen more brands prioritizing F1, the World Cup, sports, which is great. Like they can do that, but just don't forget, you know, your big supporters, which is in like the gay community, and you know, and brands, they need to branch out to other communities as well, but they can't just pick and choose depending on what's popular in the moment.
Which I'm sorry, I think it's so strange to me because
Yeah.
like the football fans are not sat there buying your mascara.
Like
the beauty
Literally.
boys
No,
are.
they're
Like,
really
let's
not.
be
They're
real.
really not. But do you know what? Do you know why that's happening? It's an untapped market.
Yeah.
That's why they're like, oh, let's get into like anyone doing like kickboxing. Let's tap into that. And they try to do a campaign that affiliates makeup with that because it's an untapped market.
Yeah.
We're already saturated. Like everyone, you know.
I think like last
unfortunately.
year,
Or
how
remember who's
many
buying
of,
your products?
Yeah,
It's true. Maybe your product's
literally.
not good.
but I think last year, like how many of these skincare brands did something like F1 related? Even then, like Charlotte Tilbury then did
Yes.
something F1 related, and then there was like La Roche-Posay and like all these different brands. And I think it's great that they're branching into that. But
Does it really
Don't-
fit though? I don't think so.
no,
No, I don't
No.
think
It doesn't.
so.
I don't think it does. I don't
It
think
feels,
doesn't,
it feels
no.
strange.
It does feel strange because if I'm gonna watch like influencers or creators or like brands talk about something, it should, if it's makeup, it should be makeup related.
Mm.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. I want to get your guys' opinions on this. So I recently got reached out by a brand to
Yeah.
do a Pride campaign,
Cool.
but they said to me, "We don't want you to talk about your story or anything related to like you being like Pride at all. We just want you to just show the product." And like, not, I was like, "But I really want to show my mum."
Then it's not pride, is it?
Then it's not. That's
Do
the
you think
whole
you
point.
know
it's all,
as
it's
well?
all about
That's the whole
it's all
point.
about your story that makes it pride.
That's
I
the
know.
thing. So like, okay, maybe even if you don't want to like share your story, but it's about you and your identity. That's what Pride is about. So that to me just sounds like a cash grab.
It's the first time I've ever had that, and I was like really shocked at like a brand such a huge brand as well, telling me that, "Oh, don't show your
Was it
story."
brands
I think
that
I
has
know
worked with you in the
exactly
past?
what this brand is.
who-
Expose them.
Let's put them after the pod. But
Like,
Yeah.
like was it a brand that supported like your like
not really. No, they only came when it was Pride Month,
Mm.
surprisingly. But I was really disappointed because like Pride for me is so much more than just the product. Yeah, it's about
yeah.
obviously they want to show us the product and stuff, but for me it's about like my journey and how proud I am of the person I am. So the fact that they didn't even want me to bring that up and said that they don't want it to be too sad or too depressing is
Well,
wild
that's
to
the
me.
exact opposite reason for the message. And I will say something. I used to have brands who would work with me once a year and only at Pride.
Yeah.
Again and again and again. And then it got to like the second or third, I think it was the third year. And I just literally said, I'm not working with you anymore because you only tap in when you want the Pride thing and you should support me all year round. Like, girl, I need to pay my bills.
It takes a lot to do that though, to sometimes just like, just say it and face the brand.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was a box being ticked again. And I just felt like this is not really the core message.
I think it says a lot about a brand though as well, not just if they do a Pride campaign, but how they do a Pride campaign.
Yeah.
Like if they're doing it in a way that's like, we just want you to talk about our product, or if it's a way that's like they're making some donation, they're like
That'd
having
be
some
good.
positive impact that's not just like, we're doing a Pride campaign.
like
Let's work with,
those.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like when
So it's
there's
how
like
they
a
do it.
charitable,
Exactly.
a cause, a story. We're helping.
I think this is like the first year though where so many more people are so much more like vocal about how they feel, whether that be about representation of skin tones, representation of gender within campaigns. Like for the first time last week I posted about Fenty and how with their new campaign.
this.
And I didn't like how they've done like 8 shades, but again there was no boy.
Yeah.
And a year ago, I would never have spoken badly about Fenty because they were one of the very first brands that ever sent me PR. They were also one of the very first brands I ever bought into when I was 14 years old. I remember my friends like saving up all of their money to buy me their highlighter. And I feel like I have a connection with Fenty, but I'm so over it. I'm so over sort of just like hiding what I actually think. And I can see this in all of us as well, and just other people within our industry, that we're so much more vocal about our industry now, which is so good. And I think it's definitely paving the way for the next generation of obviously, boys in beauty, obviously this conversation.
And any other boys out
Yeah.
there who might be like content creators, if you feeling that feeling, it's that feeling like, do I talk about this? Do I not? Talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it, because this is our message. And if we don't talk about it, then it's not going to be the conversation that people
Sure.
are aware of, that maybe brands are not even aware about
The
it.
only way there's ever going to be any change is if
Exactly.
you are vocal and if you speak
Exactly.
about it. So
Yeah.
even though it feels a bit scary sometimes to like
It is
speak up
scary.
and make that video, it's the only way that anything's ever going to change and move forward.
But what I found really interesting
Agreed.
was that when I spoke about Rafai, I was like, oh shit, like I've gone heavy into
She's
it.
done it.
I was like, shit.
Did they reach back out?
They all followed me.
Oh damn.
Ooh,
They
you know what, but
they unfollowed you.
sometimes,
Wow.
No, they all
They followed
followed
you.
me.
sometimes saying something actually does make a difference.
But I said they all like 2 people from the team followed me.
Okay.
So I don't know I don't know what internal conversations they were
Okay.
having, but
I did something recently with Rode, and I was like, because I don't think like Rode again. So many boys use
I
Rode.
love Rode.
I love
Yeah.
Rode. It's
Mm.
just like one of those brands right now that's like the
It's
brand.
doing it.
disappointing
They're doing
from
it.
a
But
brand
it's
that.
so
Yeah, and I just want to see more
important.
boys like
Yeah.
wearing it.
the
It
one
doesn't-
boy that they did use was, remember, it was like this campaign, but it wasn't even for like, I can't even.
I
you
know
know
the
what I'm on
campaign.
about.
I know the campaign because I
Yeah.
did my research and I looked. Have they worked with it? And they have trickled
Yeah.
like here and there, but it's not.
But it wasn't for the boys. It was for
It's not
like
for the boys.
the boys that like go for it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, it
it's
was
for the girls.
Yeah.
It's for the girls who like the boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so important though, because it just makes you feel like you're not included. Like it's not for you, those products.
yeah.
Like,
that's
I
how.
want the-
That's exactly.
Do you know what
how
I
it
mean? That's
feels.
literally how I felt. I'm like, oh, the brand doesn't cater to me.
Yeah.
That's exactly that's and I've been to events sometimes where I'm literally sat there and someone's giving a speech and like, so this product, they were so excited for this launch. This is for the girl on the go, and la la la. And I'm like, hi, like I'm a man sat right in front of you,
Mhm.
and your speech hasn't even been written to be inclusive. So why did you invite me?
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
because you want the clicks, the report, the taps, the link through? Like,
That was, I keep going on about Refy, but that was exactly the conversation that Refy had at their brand dinner. They invited like 80 girls. I was the only boy who was invited.
thank you for
And-
representing us.
That
Now you
happens
know
a
how I feel,
lot.
girl.
That happens a lot though.
So
Like
the
with-
token boy.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm
Come on.
always as well, like the only boy in the room,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's like there's 2 of us out of like
Yeah.
60
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah,
Go on.
No, I was gonna say, like, when it's like, yeah, like 60, 80, 90 girls, and you're like the only boy or like one of 2 boys, it's literally like, can the brands not like just sit down, and can they not just like gather, like, this is clearly an uneven
I know.
an uneven number. And obviously
Yeah.
there are more girls within the industry, but there's like just five of us right now.
5 boys that do makeup also
Maths is not
differently
my
as
strong
well.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know
Yeah.
what? I do want to see that diversity within men wearing makeup, because I'm wearing more makeup today because I'm here doing this. But on the day to day, I might just wear like a skin tint or just skincare and stuff like that. So, when you show up online, you do want to maybe like show that side of you, that makeup side. And I think as a makeup artist, as someone who likes makeup, I show that. But also like makeup for another guy could be just concealer, a bit of bronzer or a balm or something.
That's me.
And
Yeah.
they should, that's literally
That's
okay.
me.
That they
That's
should
your
be
scene.
also
That's
like
Zak Heath.
that's
so
Zak Heath,
you,
but I
isn't
want to
it?
see those I want to see those boys invited to events as well.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
like, it's all about men's grooming and like self-care.
Yeah.
No,
That's
but
Yeah.
I see your
Yeah.
content, and like, you should have been one of the boys who was invited to that Refy dinner,
Yeah.
or the other, like the Hourglass stuff I go to, or like the Merit ones or the Say ones. Like,
Yeah.
we are like in the same.
Yes.
You know what I
Sphere.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like recently I've been we're all getting older. I started
no one's
serious.
getting-
We're all
Remind
getting older,
me.
guys.
How
So-
Don't
old
remind
are
me.
you now?
Didn't it?
How
So
young?
I'm almost 40. I literally just
Fuck.
turned 39. And the last podcast I was doing was about this conversation, that even within boys and beauty being represented, we need a range of ages. Not
Yes.
just your Gen Zs, not just the young boys, the beauty boys, but also maybe more mature boys or men like myself
Yeah.
who also like self-care and makeup. So we need to see those men represented in campaigns.
And there's also so many micro
Yeah.
male creators, but we just don't see them.
We
at
just don't
events
see
or
them.
anything.
We don't see them at
It's
all.
I was
almost
saying this-
like sorry,
Sorry.
I was gonna say it's almost like as a boy, in order to be considered, you need to be massive. Whereas
Yeah.
like girls will be on like 10K or something. Do you know what I mean?
That's so
It's
true.
like
Yeah.
my
That is
first
so
event, I
true.
was on 150K followers. And
I-
I went to my first event. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
I've
so
never
true.
thought of that, but that
It's
is
so true.
Yeah.
so
I
Like the
true.
smaller
had a
ones don't get a
conversation
look in.
with my agent earlier, because I don't know about, this is all going into a different topic, but I don't know if you guys have experienced this recently, but budgets, they are not budgeting.
Mm.
And
T.
I-
Where the money?
people in the back there.
Where the money there?
But I'm thinking
So
of going
high.
to America. Like, I'm thinking of moving to either LA or New York, because I know that the budgets are budgeting.
The
there.
difference is crazy.
The difference is
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I told a girl when this American influencer, I was like, I told her how much I was doing for one video. She's like, oh my God, girl, that is labor. And I was like, really? She was like, and
love the
like
accent.
yeah, I know,
Well, I
but
love
it's a different ball game in
It's a different
America.
ballgame.
Mm.
I think the budgets are a lot smaller in the UK.
Definitely.
It's hard to compare. Obviously, America is such a big market, and so
Yeah.
they have bigger budgets because they've got bigger numbers. But it is frustrating sometimes. But yeah,
No,
that's
but
why
I
a lot of
bet
people
based
do
on
move.
obviously what you were saying, and the fact that in the UK they work with people who have, like bigger bigger followings, but in the US, you know, you can have a smaller following.
Yeah.
And a brand will work with
Yeah.
you. So I think in the UK, they do work with like really small like female creators, but male creators,
Never a
it's
boy.
only the bigger.
Don't
boys.
see them at the event.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes I do feel like they want, when you think of, okay, we need to get a boy on this beauty campaign. I'm definitely noticing this now myself. They normally want a boy who wears a lot of makeup. You know?
What do you call me?
You know?
Yeah.
And I see that there is that
They want one
representation.
type of
They
boy.
want one
Yeah.
type.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that they've got an image in their heads of like, we want that. But I do think that there's more diversity and inclusivity that needs to be considered.
Like men's that just do like grooming, like you were saying earlier, like
Yeah.
bit of skin tint, because it's not just the full face baddies. Do you know what I mean?
I love a beat, you know. I do like a beat.
She used to do a beat back in the day.
She used to do a beat, yeah.
Black
but,
smoky
you
eye
know,
queen.
Yes. But I think, you know, as you start getting a little bit older, y'all, cracks be cracking.
You
So
do your
you
makeup
can't-
natural, but I can still see like there's eyeshadow on there. You got
Yeah.
mascara on, like you've still got the full face on.
I thought you was about to say I can still see the cracks
did a little bit. Texture is normal. But like what I'm saying is that I just think that when a brand is thinking, okay, yeah, let's get a beauty boy, let's get a makeup boy, let's go for the boy who wears the most makeup. But you could maybe have more than one boy, maybe one who wears a lot and one who doesn't. Maybe do a campaign with just two boys. Mix
You
it
did
up.
once a campaign with all boys, didn't you? Like
Yes, I did.
W7. Was it W7?
I was there as well.
Yes, you
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me
That
more.
was so
I
fun.
remember this.
That was
and
so fun.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was years
I feel like I
ago.
remember that.
at that time, I remember being like, "Oh my god, this is like insane to see." I
No
was
one
like,
had ever done.
"Wow!" Like, oh my god, I felt connected to the campaign.
Yes.
That's never been done since.
That's
But-
never been
Yeah,
done.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, you'd have thought if like they was doing that then,
I know.
the progress now would have been like so much more than where we are.
Yeah.
But it's like gone the opposite
But
way.
I wonder
yes.
why W7 didn't do it again. Like, did they receive lots of backlash for that campaign where they just
Yeah.
thought it's not worth?
It was like never
doing it
again.
Or
No, I think they were just like trying out new things. I think they had the capacity to like take more risk and they tried it. I actually think it was quite a successful
Yeah,
campaign.
it did well, I think.
I think it did really
Yeah.
well. Yeah. But I just don't think that they're a brand maybe right now who's like doing loads of stuff like that.
are they still around?
W7?
Yeah, they are. They
Yeah,
are.
they're still.
Yeah,
But they're not like-
they're
I've
in
not seen them in a
B&M.
minute.
They're not as loud as what they were back then.
That
I
is a
think
shame.
back
They
then.
actually are in B&M.
That was because
They
of the
are.
boys.
Yeah, they're in
did,
B&M.
did the boys' beauty campaign land them there? Is that why they've not done it again?
Oh god, yeah.
We should find out.
That's why there ain't been one since. I wanna. Okay, this is a question I want everyone to answer. We'll start off with Yaw. What
Okay.
does makeup mean to you?
Oh wow, makeup is life. Honestly, like I said earlier, like it's such a big part of me coming out that it sort of allowed me to be heard before I even opened my mouth. Because like sometimes I'm socially anxious, right? So like me being bold allows for that conversation to start. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's love your makeup, love your boots. So it's a conversation start, and it's sort of helped me to come out of my shell a little bit more as well over the years. I just feel like makeup has been a blessing for me. Yeah, been a very big
I
deal.
love
Yeah,
that.
I mean it's created what I am now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I love that, and it's who you are.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
honestly, like you look amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Also, even the name change. A lot of people don't know, but Yaw's my middle name. My first name, you'll never know. But I needed like a cool name to go by. And so I was like, do you know what? Yaw makes sense. And so even the name change and my whole identity is literally evolved around makeup in a way.
Did you
So,
always grow up in London?
Yeah, yeah.
And when did you
Always
like?
North London,
And
yeah.
you started wearing makeup around 18.
Around 18,
What
yeah.
was that like?
Do you know what? I would get hate crimed a little bit here and there, but I was nobody's ever tried to physically do anything. I'm not trying to tempt fate, touch wood, right? But like no one's ever tried to do anything physically. I've got quite a lot of brothers as well.
Oh, I love
So
that.
like in the hood, they know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
don't mess with Yaw type thing. But yeah, I've never really had any issues like that. But I'd say that definitely in terms of skin tone, for example, that's changed a lot because there wasn't many options for dark skin at the time. I've seen some gradual change around that. But yeah,
But there's definitely a lack of that, like even when it comes to like lip liners and stuff and bronzers.
100%.
Like there just isn't. There
Contours,
always
oh my
is.
God.
Even like Fenty recently got called out by what's her name, Gloria.
Yeah, I
Love
love
her.
her.
Love
She's
her.
fab. She's so
Like,
good.
she
She's
called
What
out-
she is doing is so important.
doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, period. Right. What does makeup mean to you, Diva?
I really echo what Yaw said. It is literally just everything to me. It's what I've built my entire life on. It's like something that has given me confidence. It's like made me who I am. It's just been my whole life. And like, I will never forget like the first time my mum ever did like her little smoky eye on me. And I remember that moment of like looking in the mirror and seeing that. And I think that was when I fell in love and like found that like passion for the very first time. And it's just been the thing ever since.
You've come so far. Like, I'm so proud of
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Right, Zach.
So I started wearing makeup when I was 14, but that's because my mum forced me to wear makeup because I had a pimple on my forehead. And she was like, you are not going to go. So I was on my way to go to a party, and she was like, you are not going to embarrass me by going to this party with a pimple on your forehead. And I never met my uncle because he died before I was born, but he was a model and he wore makeup. And this was before.
You've told me this. I remember.
I've told you that.
Yes.
And it's before I came out as gay. And I said to my mum, I didn't want to do anything that would make me look gay. And obviously makeup, I was like, that's going to make me look gay if I start doing that. So I was like to my mum, no, that's gay. I'm not going to wear makeup. And then she was like, Zach, stop being so fucking stupid. Like, your uncle wore makeup. He was a model and whatnot. And I think because I knew what my uncle looked like, I knew what he did. And that gave me the confidence to wear it. And then I put on this concealer and I realized how it just transformed my face. And I think for me, what makeup means to me is just like the way that it just makes me feel like the best version of myself. And even though I don't do like the glam and I started doing the glam makeup because that's what I thought I had to do. But for me, the reason I loved makeup so much was that just a very small amount of, concealer or blush or whatnot could just transform my whole just emotions and like identity about myself. And like there was so much like power to it, and that's why
I feel like whenever I wear makeup, I'm so much more confident.
yeah
Absolutely.
Honestly,
I
I
love
feel
all
like
these
the baddest in the
stories.
room.
That feeling.
I know, I love it.
Walk into the room in a full beat. That feeling.
Yeah, right, Danny, my love.
Do you know
What
what?
does makeup mean to you?
I love this question. This could be a campaign.
Period.
What does
Yeah.
makeup mean to you?
Yeah, this could be a full campaign right here.
MUA
MUA.
Hi. I literally feel like it's the stories are so cute, guys. The stories are so cute. But for me, just to kind of echo everything that everyone's saying, is like, I would not be here if I wasn't able to express myself and wear makeup. And I do feel like it's got me so far in life, and I've been able to like enjoy what I do and share it with the world. And that's so beautiful. On a deeper level, I would say for me, it's about self-expression. And I started playing with makeup and like just having fun with it. And it would make me feel more confident. So that feeling is what I kind of like leaned into. And I think that's maybe what we're all kind of saying as well, which is so beautiful, that even if you just put a tiny bit of concealer and that makes you feel good and feel more confident, that is the beauty of makeup.
I think it's a feeling that you can't describe until you feel like that feeling, that confidence that it gives you.
Yeah.
Like, you never truly understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I fucking love makeup. I honestly love it.
Do you?
I
Do you
just love
really?
it. What was everyone's first PR? Do you remember that moment? I remember
Anastasia Beverly
Was
Hills.
it?
And guess what? She sent me everything.
No, because I remember
I was
back in the
at
day,
Mac.
I used to see everyone get the ABHPR like
Yeah.
welcome package. You know where they sent you like
The box.
And
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
it
Is that
so
what you got?
Yeah. I got the box.
bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
And it got delivered to the Mac store because I was at work all the time. I was working 7 days a week at a time. I was like doing Mac, and I was doing freelance. I was doing brides. I was just doing everything I could. And because I was on like
Make that money.
yeah, I was trying to make the money, girl, because Mac do not pay. Well, I don't know about now, but they were not paying that much back then. And then this box came, and I was like, "What is this?" And I opened it up. It was literally this big, and it had every single SKU that Anastasia Beverly Hills did. So she was my first ever PR, and I think at the time I had 10,000 followers, and I just couldn't believe myself that this was happening at that capacity.
Crazy moment.
And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. So thank you, Anastasia.
Shout out
The very
Anastasia.
first piece of makeup I ever bought was the Soph X Times Revolution highlighter palette.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I bought that.
Do you still
and
have it?
I still have it. And then
You need to do a story time with that.
honestly, I remember buying it, and I bought it in Superdrug, and then I also got the Revolution Conceal and Define Shade C10. I remember that. And then, but the very first like PR package I ever got was, I've got a feeling it was. They all came at the same time, and I remember
you're lucky.
like the same month. I remember there was Urban Decay. I remember there was Makeup Forever. I remember there was Fenty, but it was all like Incredible Cosmetics, Vita Mascas, like all all these different brands, but they all came in the same month.
It's such a
Yeah.
surreal
Wait,
moment.
what was yours?
Yeah.
I think mine was Beauty Bay.
Beauty Bay.
Yeah, she's now gone bust. Yeah, she has.
Was they not on top of the
But I
world
think
at a
so.
minute?
That Beauty Babe.
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mine was Colourpop, and I remember I
Colourpop.
was on a holiday with my grandparents,
Yeah.
and we were sat having dinner, and I got the email on my phone that they wanted to add me to their PR list,
Yeah.
and I must have been like 14 at the time, and I was so excited. Like I could not wait to get home from the holiday to like get the package.
How many followers did you have when they reached out?
I think I had maybe like 100k at the time.
I think I had 10K when I first got mine.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Send that.
But I wasn't really
That's
posting, like at that time, I wasn't really posting like as a creator or like as a makeup person. It was just me wearing makeup in my videos.
Actually, it's a good question. What was your very first, like, how much did you charge for your very first brand deal?
Oh damn.
my God.
I know mine.
Oh,
£50,
God.
honey. It was 50
£50.
£50 was my first ever, and I literally had to do like a video, and I was like, wait, this brand wants to pay me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make £50 and all I have to do is like post on my Instagram. That's how like new it was.
Yeah.
And then it just kept on going. And even I was signed at the time with an agency as a hairstylist and makeup artist. And then she started seeing, like my agent started seeing that I was earning money from it, like doing Instagram. She was like, "Can you tell me more about this? Like, so brands will pay you to show the product on your Instagram?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "But what does that mean?" And I was like, "Well, it's just how it is." And she just didn't understand. So she put me on the TV and personalities board with like Gok Wan. And I was like, well, I'm not a TV presenter. I'm just an Instagrammer or blogger at the time. It was so weird. It was so new.
For me, I
Do you
think it
want
was
your-
like £150.
Same.
Yeah,
Mine was
yeah.
like
Mine
like
was
these
100.
It was
really
almost like a
cheap
retainer because like,
looping headphones.
okay. It's
Yeah,
different.
but 150. Go out.
You know what? That's
Ain't-
good.
ain't
'cause mine
shabby.
It was not
25
bad,
quid.
yeah.
I was like, we're making
But I
money.
think they wanted like
Yeah,
free
yeah.
videos, and I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
oh my god, yeah, do
Why
it.
not?
Yeah, mine was £25 for a TikTok live, and I didn't even get paid for it.
How many followers did you have at the time?
Like 30,000.
Mm.
Yeah.
I have a really funny story in this actually. It was iLaw, my first ever brand collab, and I charged like £50, I think. And then they did a couple more with me. And I really appreciate iLaw for this because I kept doing 100, and I think I had like 200, 300k maybe at the time. And they actually came to me and was like, "Do you want to up this rate a little bit?" Because I had no idea. Like I had no idea. I
Were you
didn't have
managing
any-
yourself?
Yeah, I was managing myself, and I had no idea about
So
rates,
much
about how much
respect
to
for
charge.
saying
And they
that.
came to me and was
Yeah.
like, "We can up this a little bit, if you like." And I would have never known. I think they offered me something like £600. And to me at that time, when I was watching, I was like, what? Like that was so much money to me.
Yeah,
And
it's
I will always
crazy.
have so much respect to them
Wow.
for not like ripping, because they could have got away with just charging me like £50 every
I mean, from a
time.
business perspective, that's probably
Right,
what most
absolutely.
brands
And
would
I
have
have
done.
so much
Yeah.
respect for them for that.
That's really, really nice. That's really good.
You know how like when we were all younger, we had these people we were watching as boys in makeup. We're kind of that, which is so weird to say. Younger boys would be watching us being like, "Oh my god, I want to do my makeup like him," or "I look like him," and they'll feel related. So, how does that make you guys feel?
Sometimes I feel like scared and the pressure because I'm just trying to be myself. And my message is for anyone who's watching, try to be yourself. Like, don't try to emulate your idols. Because at the time, when it was all the US big YouTubers and Instagrammers that I was kind of, like looking up to, like Manny MUA, Patrick and Jeffrey. And it was just, you would always just see like, wow, look at what they've created. And you'd look up to those people. But do remember that you should still be your own version of yourself. So take the message of self-expression, but still be yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did
No,
I just
I
really,
love
I said
that.
that in a really long way. I don't know.
Right. I'm like ready to applaud.
I think also just being confident and going for it. I feel like it's so probably it is a bit scary wearing makeup as a guy. Like it is definitely like not.
You need to have thick skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
To
there's
the
a lot of hate
comments.
there.
Like I remember like when I first started out, my
God.
comments were dreadful, and I feel like my comments have gotten worse.
Well, we grew basically from like the same thing, but doing.
replying to hate
We,
comments.
we were the ones like replying to hate comments, but I was doing it in a very natural way, and he was doing it in a very
Going
glam
ham.
way. But we were getting like all these terrible comments of people being like, "Actual gender, be a man, you're a woman," like
Dagestan.
all these different comments. But it was crazy, like, and I
Still
think
happens.
it's
Yeah.
it still happens.
Do you know, I always say never delete hate comments.
Oh, I
It's,
know.
it's
I know.
engagement at the end
Embrace
of the
the
day.
hate.
I know.
Exactly.
We like
Embrace
and
it.
try to see if they get creative, but they don't.
They
You
really
even
don't.
have other people defending you on your behalf, and then before you know it, it's like a chain of like back and forth. You're not even involved at that point. Do you know what I mean?
I have a question. Do you guys normally reply to the
So
hate?
I started more recently. I was like, do you know what? I was like, do you know what? You
I've been
ain't
too
gonna do
nice
me like
all these
that.
years.
Right.
I'm
You
ready
gonna
to
get
clap
it
back.
today.
But what are you saying?
I'm ready to clap back. I've been so
Like, what
nice
are you
and
replying-
I
PG.
keep it
reply back.
cutesy, but
Okay.
nothing too crazy. But you know, I
I'm
let
like,
them
girl,
know.
you have to
Like,
put your glasses on.
You're a cunt.
do you know what I mean? You're commenting on my post at the end. You're coming to my picture. Right.
I will clap back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let
Yeah,
you know
I
a couple
used to
things.
clap back, but then they clap back, and then it's like they don't stop.
It's
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to have a war with
I
can see
someone.
it's
Maybe I'm not
engagement,
the type.
honestly.
Monopolize, can capitalize.
Do you know what I
off
mean?
it, Capitalize off the
I
hate.
agree.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I don't know what's come over me, but I'm like, I'm gonna clap back now.
I love that though.
Clap
I
back
like
era.
that
Come on now,
life.
because
Clap
you
back
wouldn't say
era.
that to me face to face.
T.
No,
That part.
literally.
That part.
literally.
How many of these people come up to you in the street and say that?
Exactly.
You know
No
what?
one.
The saddest thing though, which I always think about, was when Fenty. I was working with Fenty on a retainer, and they were always posting me on their Instagram, and all of these women, like 40-year-old women, were always like commenting on these posts, and I was just clicking on their photos. I mean, I was just clicking on their accounts just to see who these women were. I could see that they were posting their children. I could see that like.
It's crazy.
And I was just thinking, like, it's so sad that like people actually think like this,
Yeah.
because their children, they're going to grow up, you know, in households with parents who are saying all of these horrible comments to me online,
Yeah.
like when I don't even know these people. So what if they're saying this to me? What else are they saying to other people?
Yeah.
In the
And-
household, yeah.
That is the reality of the world. That
Just
we
let
live
people
in.
live their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People live,
Like,
girl.
It's
never that
makeup.
deep.
We're not hurting
Right.
anyone. We're just putting
Mhm.
makeup on and being ourselves.
Do you guys ever get hate walking like just down the street in London? Like, because we're like,
I get it all the time.
like clearly
Sometimes.
today, yeah,
Today.
today, we were
Oh,
walking
wait,
together
yeah.
today. Yeah, we're
Today,
just
what
walking.
happened?
We just grabbed a little drinky poo for the journey
Yeah.
here, and like just guys were just like, they were like, oh, how embarrassing, and
all the time.
yeah.
It doesn't
Block
faze
it
me
out.
though.
Yeah, block it out.
No,
But it's
I
a
block
shame,
it out
and
as
it shouldn't be
well.
something that's like we just have to normalize
What
and
do
be
you
like,
do
oh,
in that
it's fine.
situation? Do you just carry on?
I just carry on because I think, you know what, you can clap back and you can say something back, but it's not worth the risk
Yeah.
of that.
True.
Because if
Yeah,
you come
have a
across the wrong
six-pack, even
person,
eight-pack, you could fight them.
oh, I will.
can.
Best believe
You
if
could
I
be
need
the
to, don't try it.
But I feel like when I'm by myself though, it can be quite scary.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like-
It's easier in a group, yeah.
Yeah, like
When
I'd
you're not alone.
rather sometimes if I'm like in full glam heels, full outfit, I'd rather get the Uber than
Yeah.
get the tube.
No, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And if I'm with my friends, I'll get the tube, but it can be really scary. Like just sometimes just going out and looking the way I am, just because there are crazy people out
You
there.
have to think about your safety as well. Like, number one, just make sure that you're safe at all times. So
I mean, touch
It's
wood, nothing's
always-
been physical,
It's
but there's always comments when I'm walking, and it's always little sniggering, always something.
It always is insane to me though that like just me existing as a boy who wears makeup, like not bothering anyone whatsoever, has such an impact on someone that they feel the need to like make a comment in the street to
Yeah.
a complete stranger walking past. Like I would never understand that.
No, I will
Crazy.
never get it because I've never done that to someone else walking down the street.
I've never felt so compelled by any stranger that I've met in the street that I feel like the need to make a negative comment towards
like the
them.
worst part is
Ever.
like it affects you that much.
Right?
and this is exactly why we still need pride.
yes.
And this is exactly why we
Bringing
still
it
need
back.
visual
Bring it back.
representation.
Bring it
I will
right
bring
back.
it back, girl.
Hey.
Let me bring it back now. This is why we need representation. This is why we need brands and conglomerates to support us and to give us the platforms, the visibility, so that we can live our authentic
Absolutely.
selves.
And I think also
yeah.
like a massive question I always see people talk about is like, why does pride still exist? Why does it still matter? And it matters because this stuff happens to us all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're also in our own bubble. We're in London, and
Yeah.
and like London's still not perfect. But I'm not from London, and when I think of my hometown, and like I'm from near Birmingham, and I just think of like there, I'm just like, no, like there's so much more that needs to happen. And obviously,
Yeah.
we're from
Well, also-
Cornwall.
Oh god.
Also,
only
like, even
only
outside
gain
of
the whole
London,
town.
like sometimes it's easy to forget that there are places where just us existing is illegal. Like it's a
Yeah. And
crime,
Guess what?
which
the
is
penalty
crazy.
is death.
I
in
know.
And
some
people want to
countries.
question why pride is necessary still,
Yeah.
when there's literally countries where we can walk down the street.
We're still normalizing this.
I
Do you know what I
know.
mean? A lot of places, this is like alien to them.
Yeah, and like the amount of people I've heard that have had like coming out stories where like they've been kicked out and stuff like that. It's heartbreaking that still happens.
Yeah, yeah.
One of
like-
my best friends, he's Arab Muslim, and he will never come out. And it's so sad. And like me and him, we started dating, and we realized I didn't want to go back into the closet again because obviously it was so difficult for me to come out.
Mm.
To then think about having to go back inside of it again, I was just like, I don't want to do that. But to see that
And he'll never come out.
he will never come out.
Yeah, I know someone else like that. Like they just will never ever come out, and that's so sad.
I
And
know
that's
loads of
why
people
pride
like
is so
this.
important
I know
because
loads
it's
of
like,
people like this.
yeah, it's just, yeah.
It is sad.
A lot of people
Tragic.
like never come out for like years, like DL trade.
It's such a
Yeah.
shame. So
Mm.
sad.
I'm gonna do a little quick fire,
Okay.
lighten up the mood a bit. Right, full glam or clean girl?
Full glam.
Clean girl.
Full glam.
Clean girl.
Luxury or drugstore?
Luxury.
You're so yeah.
Drugstore.
Yeah.
I might say drugstore.
This
you
is
know.
a luxury girl.
Drugstore brand is clean
I
girl.
think
luxury.
drugstore.
Yeah.
Like if you want colourful, it's drugstore.
Yeah.
More. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what? I do love both.
And I feel like
do
these
love both.
days there's so many dupes out there.
That is.
Bring on the
Skincare,
drugstore.
skincare.
Oh, you don't need to
luxury.
spend a lot of money to have good skincare and
No.
makeup.
Mhm.
No. I just like
Fave,
We're just fickle. We're just-
fave makeup product at the moment.
Oh.
Dr. Barbara Stone bronzing drops.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm not
It's
trying
skincare makeup combined, kind of like, but it's really good.
Oh my god. The Mary Phillips contour palette.
Ooh.
love that.
Mm.
Too Faced chocolate bronzing effect.
Ooh.
I love her.
Smells
I
good,
love that.
blends
Smells
great.
good, blends
Mm.
good.
Delicious.
Incredible.
I'm
I
gonna
put so
say-
many people on.
The NYX Cosmetics body bronzer.
The new
So
fat
good,
oil.
so good, and it smells so good as well.
I stole that off Campbell
Yeah.
for Dupla, and
Damn.
all day I was like,
Goddess, literally.
Mine is the new palette by MUA Academy.
T.
She's very universal. And okay, right, next one is fave makeup trend at the moment that you're loving. There's so many freaking trends at the
There's a
minute.
new trend every day.
Banana makeup, chocolate makeup.
Is it transition blush?
Oh, but transition blush. I actually am into transition blush at the minute. Like I'm loving the pink
Yeah.
blush.
I
Like
don't think it's. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of controversy with that recently with a certain product launch, but I don't think we need like a. No, like I feel like you can just do that with your blush.
literally,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if
yeah,
you know
I
what you're
thought
doing, you
that.
can just do that
It's
with
just
your
a
blush.
bit. You
It's a
don't
bit
need to do
extra.
it.
It's like, are we
People- like I obviously never did it, but like I saw that the way that people were doing it before this new transition blush was using like the pink cherry blossom setting powders and things
Yeah,
like that.
like it,
Yeah.
you can
Like-
do it without that.
Yeah,
You
literally.
don't need the transition blush
yeah.
product. You can do it with it, like literally with your things at home.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, I feel like it's so important for someone from a brand to come onto set,
Absolutely.
speak about what pride means to them, and like from MUA's point of view, why does pride still matter?
Well, I mean, you guys have all really just pinpointed it throughout the conversation. There's such a strong message with pride. We have to keep fighting a really strong message about equality, representation with boys in makeup. And it's not just about Pride season. At MUA, inclusivity is at the heart of our brand ethos. So we've always got boys in makeup throughout every campaign, throughout the whole year. And it's just so important that we keep doing what we're doing because the boys in makeup, they're expanding social media, it's getting stronger. So yeah, it's really important to obviously amplify that message during Pride season. It is a celebration, but we still want to push that message about equality at the same time as well.
And you guys do it all year round.
Yeah, well, I know you mentioned about the Pride campaigns. A lot of brands don't really have a sort of message. So this year we had a Your Face, Your Rules campaign. So when we had the models at the photo shoot, we actually got them to say a quote about what makeup means to them. So there was a whole campaign around it. So we always really take that into consideration.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, from like a brand's point of view, what do you feel like the reason as to why there isn't like much going on at the minute with pride?
I mean, it really shocks me because, you know, brands put a logo on their Instagram and think that's enough during Pride. And
They're
I
not
don't.
even doing that anymore.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of
Just
brands aren't even
FYI.
doing that.
Yeah,
Remember
Yeah.
the days when all brands would do it?
literally.
Go, I hear crickets.
I know.
I hear
yeah.
crickets.
And I wonder it's because it's like it's not trending anymore to
It's just
be
not
pride.
cool.
And is it because it's like more political now?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
quite a scary time, especially with our trans family as well. They're getting the brunt of the hate at the minute, but
Yeah.
it's only a certain amount of time before they start moving through every letter in the LGBT, and it's going to get worse. And that's why we all need to stick together as a community, but also the allies need to get involved as well. There's
Yeah.
always strength in numbers.
Yeah, it is scary. It's scary. How do you guys as a brand like make sure you tick every box? Because that's quite hard.
It is hard, but obviously at MUA, we're actually a very, very small family, and there's a lot
Really?
more LGBT colleagues now. So, it actually means a lot to be a part of a brand that it's not just about what we do as a job, it's also in-house as well. So we always make sure that it's always taken into consideration, any campaign, LGBT, how can we get the community involved? And not even just the community, people of colour, people from different ethnicities, undertones. It's always at the heart of what we do. I mean, MUA does stand for Makeup Unites All.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Oh, I didn't know
Makeup
that.
Academy, but
that.
makeup, it's on the box, honey.
Okay.
So period.
Yeah.
Love that.
No, I love that you guys are doing that. And also, like, I made that comment earlier on. It's so good to hear that you actually did turn that into a campaign. So you guys are.
We already did it when you said it. I was like, I can't wait to come on and say
that.
that.
That's so refreshing and really
Thank
nice.
you. Yeah,
Really good to
and I
hear.
do know that MUA, we have actually worked with a couple of you guys, haven't we? I'm
I
sure
have
with you,
worked with
Danny,
them,
Yaw,
yes.
and
We've worked before,
Lucas.
some years ago.
So yeah, we always want to keep the community in mind with whatever we do. And obviously me working there as well, I'm obviously part of the community. So it means a lot that my message and what I want to do
I think that's
work,
really important.
really important.
Because a lot of probably brands might not have
Exactly.
that much LGBT in
I
their
am very
workspace.
listened to in work, and that's why I really love what we do at MUA, because they're all so supportive.
How long have you worked with MUA
3
for?
years now.
Wow.
And we've done Pride 3 years in a row now in Manchester, and it just means a lot. On our first year, we had a big double-decker bus. My face was on there. I felt like an absolute
Yes, I
superstar.
loved
But it's
it.
just things like that, by me being at MUA, really strengthened the brand values
amazing.
and the brand ethos about being inclusive and diverse. And it's just something I'm really proud of.
But MUA isn't owned by like a larger company, is
No,
it? So like
we're
that obviously gives you
actually
the freedom.
Yeah, we
to-
were London born, but we're Manchester bred now. So we are based in
Right, okay.
Manchester. We were on Carnaby Street in London for a while, but now we're in Manchester. So yeah,
Hmm.
we do actually have MUA globally. We've got Greece, Turkey, but
Ooh.
the heart of it is in the UK. So yeah.
Have you ever felt like before you worked with MUA, like sometimes there wasn't that representation in a workspace?
I am 35 this year, so I come from a time where, like Danny said, there wasn't a lot of representation. And I do think with the power of social media that we have now, it's a lot easier to get the boys out there and promote and obviously just show up and be yourself. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so important.
It's so important.
Thanks, Shiva.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
Got goodie bags.
Yes!
Ooh.
This is so kind.
So yeah, our beauty bombs are literally £4, and they went a little bit viral on TikTok. They did so well. Our managing director just thought, why don't we make these into a plushie? And this is what they're based on. The little multi-use sticks.
I'm obsessed with her.
So cute,
I'm
right?
obsessed with her.
And Danny has the brand new launch.
Oh my God,
of
really?
Face shape palettes. So
Okay.
there is
Try
3
open it, I
palettes.
can't.
You've got a bronze and
I'm getting there.
sculpt. You've got a blush and glow, and you've got a conceal and crack. Now, obviously, this is with inclusivity in mind, but also makeup artists. It's really hard for makeup artists to build a kit because it's a lot of money, whereas these are only going to be £6.99
These are
each.
£6.99.
£6.99 each.
Do you know what? I gravitated towards this one because it said bronze and sculpt. And I was like, oh.
But you have the cool
Yes.
tones in
She's
there.
giving for the
Exactly,
eyes.
yeah.
We love a bronze moment.
And then we've got a conceal and crack palette that Zach is currently
I love that.
swatching.
I love like a green.
You love, yeah.
I love a green, so I'm happy about that. Thank you.
And then there's a blush and
The
glow,
blushes are
which Yaw
gorgeous.
has.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
gorgeous.
studied.
Wow.
So
Ooh.
So cute.
So yeah, £6.99, guys, and they're available now.
Transition
So go
blush.
ahead.
Right.
Literally
Transition
transition
blush.
blush.
Cups.
Right. And I want to also know, when you do a Pride campaign, like just curious, what do you look for?
Everyone. We don't even just look for, no offense, guys, creators. We actually like to branch out to the community as well. There's such an importance with community, especially on TikTok, Instagram, the people that have followed us for years. We always want to make everyone feel welcome at MUA. So everyone is always involved.
That's
From the
incredible.
community, even allies. We at our Pride campaign recently, we had Jella Majas. She is just an ally. She's a little micro creator, but she's unreal.
As you were saying earlier, like the smaller boy creators who don't really get that much of a look in with the campaign.
Yeah.
MUA is one of those brands that does work with all size creators.
Everyone.
And I love that.
Yeah, yeah, we want to make everyone feel welcome. And we had Darius there, Rio. Like these are people that deserve more followers, but they're
Yeah.
just so good at what they
This
do.
is the thing. There are so
Exactly.
many
Oh,
creators.
Yeah.
I love that you spotlight that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even like with the makeup products that we make, like obviously we're in Superdrug, but like you were saying earlier about inclusivity, we have 10 shades of cream bronzer. We've got
Wow.
25 shades of foundation. So we always cater to everybody in mind. And I can proudly say, as a drugstore brand, we're probably one of the only few that can actually say that with shade range.
Why do you feel like brands aren't inclusive?
Money, you know, I do think it comes
It
down
costs
to
a lot of
like
money.
it costs a
Yeah.
lot
You
to
need
make
to
a lot
think
of shades,
about-
so they
yeah.
want to bring it down to what they're actually going to sell. And I do think it's very selfish
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to do, you know.
Especially when like the big brands don't cater to like everyone. It's like you clearly do have the money, but like you can't just ignore.
You know what?
Yeah.
Like from a
Yeah.
brand
Yeah.
perspective,
It's so nasty
though,
and so rude.
from
Yeah,
from
yeah.
a brand
And
perspective,
so
I do feel
rude.
like sometimes they will look at like what's gonna sell. They're also thinking about the market, the demographic, what's the main populace. Because obviously, you know, in different markets, like the Asian markets, they've got different products.
Yeah.
Maybe like different colors, different finishes, which are targeted to the culture or different markets. So brands really have to think about when they're developing products, how much budget allocation can you go into it?
Talking about Asia, so when I went to Korea, so you know, like in the UK with benefits, it's always just like like a bunch of women on the main campaigns, like down
Yeah.
Carnaby Street. I went to Korea, and there was a benefit store. I walked in, and
Benefit store.
there was a benefit store, and the big, I'm explaining this so badly, but there was the model in the middle of the room, on a big campaign. It was just a man.
Wow, I've
And
never
Love
seen
that.
that. I've never seen that
before
for
a
Benefit. Benefit's
Yeah.
very like girly and
Yeah.
quite feminine.
But they had a boy. Yeah, I don't know if he was like a K-pop star or anything, but there was a boy in the middle, and as soon as you walked in, your eyes went straight to him. And I thought, for Benefit, I've never seen that before.
I have a question. So when you walk into a store and let's say it's very like all of the images are women, it's all very girly, everything's kind of pink. As a man in makeup walking into there, how do you feel? Like how does that make you feel?
You don't really feel like it's a space for you, really. Like,
Yeah.
I've even seen there's a lot of brand trips where it's exclusively girls now, and it's like,
Well, I've seen less boys on brand trips.
yeah,
Period.
Like,
Like,
we're getting
and-
axed
Oh,
out.
you just seen the NARS one? No boys.
Yeah.
No
Well,
boys.
was there no boys. I don't think there was any boys.
Like,
Yeah.
why is this
Space and K,
happening?
no
Yeah.
boys.
It almost feels like an intentional thing.
Mm.
Like, it doesn't feel like it's just
Yeah.
happening by chance. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
taking
Well,
that
because we
shift.
exist. Like,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah,
like,
we're
we're
here.
we're
We're on
here.
the
We're
radar.
queer.
Do you know what I mean? But like, we're just, I know literally the NARS one, I was like, oh my God, what? And then sometimes you have to question, oh, does this brand want to ever work with me? Does this brand even
But
see
we've
me?
been on a NARS trip, I think, together.
No, I wasn't on that one.
No, it was me and Gary on a NARS overnight stay, and I think there was like 2 other boys there as well. But that still wasn't big, it wasn't many of us. But to go from like 4 or 5 of us to
Yeah.
literally 0,
We're dying.
Shocking.
I think
Like,
sometimes
what?
brands will do it like once. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
enough. And then it's like, okay, that's
We've
it.
done that.
But then
Yeah.
it makes me question what made them do it in the first place. Was it
Yeah.
just to tick that box? And now
I
they're
think
like,
it
okay,
was.
At
we
the
don't
time,
need to
I
tick
guess
it
it
anymore.
wasn't as controversial.
But it's the same people on the team, so I thought that. But I was like, it's the same people on the team from where were you on it
Yeah.
as well? Was it a NARS overnight stay?
I might have been there. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
But yeah, it was only 2 years ago, so it's the same team and everything. But now we're not invited.
Do you know what? I
so-
will say something on this subject. I've actually heard from a brand directly who said, we never get the approval to have boys in our paid campaigns. And
I feel
therefore,
sick.
we always invite them for the dinners and the overnight stays as a way of saying thank you for supporting and showcasing our product. And my reply was, that, as a matter of fact, means that when I am filming content, at the back of my mind, you will not be the brand that I will gravitate towards, because I know
Yeah,
that there is
yeah.
never a possibility or scope that you would work with me on a paid capacity.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel more sad
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
than like
sad.
angry at the brand.
Disappointing.
It's more like
So sad.
I'm sad that like you don't it just feels just.
I think it goes back to what Lucas has said earlier. I think brands don't realize the impact that they're having. Like there was this, a mum had actually emailed our customer service. Her son, I think, was really wanting to get into makeup, and he had walked down to the MUS store and seen my face, and apparently got really inspired and was like, I want to be like him one day.
Wow.
And she'd emailed into our customer service, and because he had seen my photo, he had got so inspired, and she went, thank you so much for teaching my son that it's okay to be
That is so
himself.
beautiful.
So it just shows
That
like you were
is-
saying,
that
the
is-
impact
Yeah.
is
If,
there.
even if you just touch one person.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
had one guy come up to me in Covent Garden. He said, "You're the reason I felt confident to come out as gay to my parents. They're here with me now.
Wow.
I'm not from London. We're visiting. We're on holiday. I can't believe I got to." And I just thought, my job is done.
Exactly.
Wow,
That's
yeah.
all I want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That I've helped you be who you
Yeah,
are
I
and
love
live
that.
a beautiful life.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all it
Special,
takes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
know.
want to cry.
Don't cry now. I'm not wearing
emotional
Like it just makes me just think like this is why Pride is so important.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy this is happening with all of you
Yeah.
guys.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Will.
Yes.
Good
yeah.
stuff.
Bringing the boys together.
Thank you so much
Well,
because you
this is
have
so-
this
Yeah.
opportunity and you
Yes.
made it happen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Been
this was
wanting
so
to do this
needed.
for so long. It's been on my mind.
Yeah.
Literally told,
Yeah.
literally individually. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna
Yeah,
happen at
it's
some
true.
point.
We've
And I
all
was
spoke
like,
about this for so long.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Bringing us all together and making this happen is so important.
I think also I just love hearing everyone's different experiences, and I feel like I really hope this does something. Like hopefully this does
Yeah.
at least a little bit of change because we're speaking about what we're noticing, what we're seeing.
So what do we want to see?
More boys in campaigns, more
Yeah.
boys in brand
Anyone
trips, more
listening?
boys
So I really
in
hope-
stores. Like,
Budget for the boys. Budget.
And also we
budget.
want to see boys of different colors,
Yes.
of different ages,
Yes.
of different skin tones,
Yeah.
skin types, sizes, everything. We want to see diversity and inclusive.
because
inclusion.
boys
100%.
wear makeup too.
That's
And
right.
we're not going anywhere,
No.
honey.
Anywhere soon.
No, no, this makeup now.
No, I really hope many of the brands watch this.
Yeah.
Because as well, there's so many different perspectives on on these seas. From natural to glam, and it's not just. How do I put it? It's not just like the drugstore brands. It's not just like the luxury brands. Like, it's all brands need to know that
Yeah.
there are so many different types of boys within beauty, and
Period.
And
There's
like-
so much love in this
And like
room
even
right
like
now,
saying like you bringing up like how you had someone come up to you about that, like that's why it's important.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
those
Yeah.
moments where like I've had like even young boys saying, "Oh my god, thank you for like doing your makeup the way you do. Like it's inspired me." Like things like that. That's why it's important.
Yeah.
And thank you guys so much for
Thanks
coming
for
on the
having me.
podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Because I wanted to end.
Oh.
Make sure you guys subscribe down below, and I'll put everyone's @s all over here. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Happy
guys.
Pride!